Hi there, Kay Sanders here, your intuitive business coach, helping you turn your passion into a successful and thriving business. Now, in today's Daily Insights episode, I would like to talk to you about something very, very important. It's about being authentically you. Now, if you're struggling to find your voice, or you think that you should model successful experts because they've already figured out what works and what doesn't, they already have this huge following, or if you're worried that who you are won't get you the success that you want. Now in this video, I would like to share with you why it is so important to really be authentically you, because that's what your ideal client want. They don't want you to be someone else or model someone else. They want to work with you because of who you are. So I'm also going to share with you how you can really find your voice, why being authentically you is so very important, and how to really step into your own power and be authentically you. Now let's start with the reason why so many entrepreneurs really model or even copy other successful entrepreneurs. And it's often, I know that's a lot of those entrepreneurs are just in the beginning years. They don't really know what works or what doesn't work. So they like to, look up to, successful entrepreneurs like Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, or all these other, super successful entrepreneurs, and they try to model them. And oftentimes it's not just modeling, but actually they try to be like them. So they're actually copying them, right? So, and oftentimes that's because they fear of being who they are. They think it won't get them clients, or they are having the fear of being judged, being rejected for, being who they are. And, the end result in that is, if you are not who you are, then potential clients, they will think of you as phony or fake, and we don't want that, right? And I would like to share a quick story with you. When I first started out, I was doing sales coaching, and I had no idea about coaching, and I had learned about sales, but the whole sales process, getting clients and doing the sales conversation, I really struggled with that. So my coach at that time, he had given me, his script, how he handled a session. So I modeled that. But then I realized, I'm not him. It did not resonate with me. It did not feel in alignment with who I was. So of course, his script that he had given me didn't work for me because it was not me. He was a lot more, I don't want to say aggressive, but he was completely different than me. So at that point, I really had to learn that I had to be me. I cannot, copy someone else, because that's just not who I am. So how do you really find your voice? You want to think about what are your values? What is important to you, and what makes you you? Now, another thing I would like to share with you, when I was going through coaching school, people always told me that I sound rude. My voice sounds very rude. I'm German. Germans, we have a very monotone voice, and it actually got me in trouble a couple of times when I was still working, because people thought, I have a very strong voice, a very rude sounding voice, and I also talk very fast. So when I was going through coaching school, someone suggested to me I should work with a speech coach, because that will help me get clients, because people don't understand what I'm saying. And I thought about it, you know what? No, because that's not who I am. I am this is me right now. I speak fast, I stumble over my words, I might even sound rude, but it's not intentionally. But I realized that people work with me for who I am, not for who I pretend to be. Yes, I change my voice around. I don't just, stay monotone. So I go up and down in my voice and stuff. But, I did not change who I am. And that is very important. That's what I'm trying to, explain to you. Is you need to be who you are, not who other people think you have to be. I mean, have you ever had that? Can you resonate with that? I mean, have you ever had anyone telling you you should do this and that or change who you are, change how you behave, change how you talk, because who you are right now is not going to get you to success? I mean, that's bull, right? I'm sorry my language, but that is just simply not true, because the reason why authenticity is so important is because people, they will work with you for who you are, not for who you pretend to be. I've talked to people before where when I had a conversation with them, I'm like, hey, they're really cool. I had, followed them online, and I really liked how they presented themselves online, and the way they talk, the way they behave themselves. But then when I actually had a conversation with them, it didn't resonate. There was a disconnect, because then when I actually talked to them, or actually at that point I actually hired this person, they behave completely different than from the way they were perceived online. And when I had the initial conversation, they seemed very soft, but then when I actually worked with them, they were very rude and very pushy, very demanding. So you want to really be authentic in who you are in whatever you do, whatever content you put out, however you present yourself, however you show up, you want to be authentically you. Because we are in a people business. People want to work with someone they know, like, and trust. Now, if you pretend to be someone that you're not, they're not going to like you, and they're definitely not going to trust you. And it also will not attract you the right clients. Either it attracts no clients because you're off-putting by not being who you truly are, or you attract clients who are just in the same vibration, because you attract what your vibrational matches. So if you are so-called, quote unquote fake, if you pretend to be someone that you're not because you want to cater to those people that you think want you to be who you pretend to be, you will attract the same kind of people. So you will attract fake people. So you don't want that. You want to attract the right kind of clients, the clients that you love to work with. So you attract those by being who you are. Okay. Now, it's okay to look at how experts do things. Like, if they're doing, let's say you want to get into podcasting or webinars or whatever it is that you want to do. It is okay to look at how they do things, but then get ideas. You can model them in a way, but just by the ideas, and then tweak them to make them your own. If they are very, upbeat in the presentations and you're really not this kind of person, then don't pretend to be this kind of person. You want to make whatever ideas you get, you want to make them your own so they're in alignment with who you are. Okay? Now, how do you really step into your own power and be authentically you? Ask yourself, do you want people to like you for who you are, or for who you pretend to be, or who you show up as? You want people to like you for who you are. Be proud of who you are. Even if you're just starting out, it doesn't matter. Be proud of who you are. You have learned so much. You have gone through so much. There's no need to pretend to be someone that you're not. All these successful experts, they had to find their own voice too. They were not who they are today when they first started out. They had to find their voice. But you are already amazing. So allow yourself to really shine your true self out in all that you do. Shine your light. Be who you are within, because that's what gets you clients. There's no need to hide. Just simply be authentically you, because like I said, that's what will attract the clients. Let me rephrase that. That's what will attract your ideal clients to you. The clients that you're going to enjoy working with. And also those clients are going to enjoy working with you because you showed up as who you are. Be proud of who you are. You don't have to be someone else. Now, don't be afraid to really show who you are. Show your true face, because that's what people want. People don't want fake. People don't want, make believe or anything like that. They want you to be authentically you. So don't pretend. Don't pretend to be someone that you're not. Simply be yourself in whatever you do, even if you're doing interviews, going on videos, whatever. I've stumbled over my words how many times now in this video? It doesn't matter. That's who I am. Don't be afraid of who you are. Show up as you. Your clients and your future clients will love you for who you are. Even if you're perfectly imperfect, that's the word. I'm proud of being perfectly imperfect, because that's what makes me me. So that's also what makes you you, okay? So be who you are. Allow yourself to shine your amazingness, because I believe you are amazing. There's no need to be someone else, okay? So I hope this was helpful. I will see you next time in the Daily Insights, and I hope you have an amazingly abundant and successful Saturday, and enjoy your weekend. See you next time.